The whole truth, nothing but the truth, the unspoken truth.
It keeps happening. One life, one love, we got to live. Shorty, come with me.
Yes. So today's episode is brought to you by me, Mr. KupidakaQ. And today on Unspoken, we are talking about crossover. Yeah. So a lot of people know crossover as a four-man group. Was a four-man group, and we did soca with a little bit of reggae infusion, a little bit of hip hop, and a little bit of R&B music, right? But a lot of people are not up to par in knowledge that it started off as two. Like I said in the last episode, crossover actually started as a two-man group. So, for example, Ricardo, he actually met up with, I don't know the order, you're gonna have to ask him, but I don't know the order, but he met up with Nico and Crown Prince, and they were prepping him to be a reggae artist or whatnot, or just an artist. I don't know if he really had a genre. And they was, going to the studio with him, and I was actually driving him to those locations and studios, and we would then record a track. And Ricardo then decided to go and get additional help from Chris. They were in a group together called Diversity, and that group, I don't believe they were together at that time. I think the group broke up or whatnot. But Chris would come and help Ricardo with some of the tracks and sing on it, whatever. They used to write music together. So I think at that time, if I'm not mistaken, they were just Chris and Part 2, or Ricardo. And that went on going on for quite a bit. At the same time, like I said in the other episode, the fam was doing their stuff. The fam was a dance group that we all were in, and Chris and Ricardo were doing their thing. But we were also backup dance for crossover. But a lot of people don't know that me and J-Raw actually started off as the dancers. Now, that doesn't mean that we wasn't doing any music. We just wasn't in the group yet, right? That then fast forward to the fam breaking up, and me, Chris, J-Raw, and Ricardo, we would always be in the club with each other, and pretty much anywhere we went, we were always with each other. And there was a hot minute that we were like at almost every single reggae party known to man in Orlando, and we would be the ones dancing, doing the pasta dancing in the middle, and we started getting, like, I don't want to say celebrity status, but like people started realizing, we could just show up to the club, hit the promoter up, get in, do a little dizzle, and then dip out, or whatever the case may be. So that then Ricardo and Chris actually got signed to a label, which was cool at the time, and it was, again, still just them two, and we would still be backup dancers. Sometimes the girls would come back and dance, and sometimes we'll get other girls or whatever, but it was always us four. But Chris and Ricardo were in the group crossover, so when they did like the first couple of, let's say, I don't know, like 7 to 8 songs, it was just them two, right? Well, fast forward, Crown Prince sends us this track, or sends Ricardo and them this track that's called, what we call it, Hey Lady. I think Just Bus produced it, and they recorded a song. It's literally just them two on it, and we shot a music video for it. I'm gonna put the music video, it's probably gonna be playing right now, but shot a music video for Hey Ladies. And in that video, we broke it up like the boys would be dancing and then the girls would be dancing, right? In that same video. So Ricardo and Chris decide that they're gonna attack Soca full on and go on tour. And at this time, Crown Prince was our acting road manager, I believe, or he was just there just for moral support, but also our DJ at the time. And they went to an interview. I think it was a radio interview, maybe it was a TV interview in Trinidad during Carnival season, and they asked them. They were like, "Hey, where's the rest of the band?" And not thinking what they were actually asking them, because they said band, they were actually asking like, where's the other two members? Because in the music video it looks like it was a 4-boy band, like group. So they were like, oh, they're coming next week, because me and J-Rod were coming next week. They actually flew in there a week before we came in, and we were just gonna go there for like just did backup dance. Like, we wasn't doing anything else but just dancing. So we get there, me and J-Rod get there. At that time, me and J-Rod was back home holding down the fort with fam and doing little shows here and there. I think we were also working on like a little mixtape, but again, not serious, like not releasing it to like iTunes or anything like that, like SoundCloud and stuff like that, or Dat Piff. Like, that was the big sites. We end up taking that flight. We land, and I remember this day like it was yesterday. Crown Prince sat us down, and it was Ricardo and Chris on one side of the couch, and then me and J-Rod on one side, other side. And he was like, "Yo, they out here in Trinidad think that you guys are a 4-boy band, like a group. So let's just make it 4." Like, and then he looked at me and J-Rod. He was like, "What can you guys do musically besides dance?" And then me and J-Rod looked at each other and was like, "Well, we rap too." And then Crown Prince was like, "Well, there you go, bam, it's a 4-boy group." And then Chris and Ricardo was like, "Well, I mean, we're always together anyway, so why not?" So that's literally how the group became a 4-person group, and it was based off of a interview. I wish I could find that interview so I could put it in here, but it was based off of that interview that allowed the group to become from 2 to 4. And I guess, you know, after that, you know, we started getting other tracks, and then me and J-Rod started getting on, you know, doing stuff on the tracks. But yeah, like I got Korean background, but I always was rapping. Me and J-Rod was always rapping. I mean, I also chant too, and like on Tester Foundation, I'm the one saying, "Wine punnet, wine punnet, wine punnet, gal." So like, there's a lot of stuff that, you know, I'm capable of doing, but rapping was always something that we were always doing, even in crossover. Because crossover was supposed to be a fusion from, you know, soca to reggae to hip hop to R&B, and that was like the melting pot that we were trying to build off of, not just strictly doing one genre of music. But yeah, that was the story, and kind of fun, right? We all still doing music somewhat. I mean, if you're following my page, you know what music I do. You'll also know about Ricardo Drew killing the soca game. You also know about Chris Anji still doing his reggae fusion pop, and J-Rod still be doing hip hop also. So it's just a big mess of music, but we just do it separately now, I guess, you know. But yeah, so today's episode, quick little tutorial, quick little breakdown of how crossover started from 2 and ended up 4. Unspoken truth. Boom.